Bride left shocked after waters break at her wedding. Who's not excited about getting married? Most of us would be thrilled, with the exception of those under duress when their wedding was held. A wedding is one of the most important events in the life of a person. It's the start of a process in building a family. A wedding is the symbol of commitment and the foundation of your love to your partner. It's a declaration to the whole world of your unquestionable affection to your spouse. Building a great home starts with choosing your partner for life, and this is officiated in a ceremony called the wedding. A marriage rite's important because it binds you to a lifetime commitment. It's a way of openly manifesting your deep commitment to the person you choose to spend the rest of your life. It may not be the most important day to some, but to others it is. And this is the case of Abby Green, who was over the moon after discovering she's pregnant, but her due date was just 6 days before her wedding. If you have not done so already, please subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell to get inspired by these real-life stories every day. Now, back to the story. As new bride Abby was enjoying her wedding reception, the celebrations were suddenly cut short when her waters broke. The 22-year-old had known it would be a close call. She was due to give birth the week before her marriage to tree surgeon Rob, 25, but baby Freddie had been in no hurry to arrive. Abby says, "I'd planned to walk down the aisle days after becoming a mom, but when I passed my due date and there was still no sign of the baby, I realized I'd be waddling down the aisle very heavily pregnant. At first it felt a bit daunting, but I was so happy to show off my bump and marrying Rob was the most important thing." She adds, "We've been trying for a baby for so long, but when the doctor announced the due date was October 8th, 2017, I was nervous. We'd booked our wedding for October 13th, but I love Rob and I wanted to tie the knot as planned." After 3 miscarriages in 3 years, Abby had begun to think her dreams of becoming a mom may not come true. When Rob proposed in July 2015, it was a welcome distraction. Abby of Stowmarket, Suffolk says, "I was over the moon. We go on holiday to Hemsby in Norfolk every year and we were walking along the beach like on any other holiday, only this time Rob got down on one knee. I didn't hesitate to say yes and couldn't wait to start planning the wedding. I still long for a family, but the wedding helped us both to relax about our baby plan. We did keep trying alongside planning the wedding, but for 2 years nothing happened. After a 3rd miscarriage, I was referred to a specialist clinic. They were amazing. When the doctor announced I was pregnant, it was like all my Christmases had come at once." But there were new worries when Abby was told her due date. The couple chose to stick to the original plans but to scale back. Abby says, "We'd wanted a big white wedding but decided to make it more baby-friendly. We kept the arrangements for our 150 guests the same but opted for a quieter reception. We also planned to spend our wedding night with our new baby and put off a honeymoon until later in the year." Abby's pregnancy went smoothly, but she was faced with the prospect of walking down the aisle at 40 weeks pregnant. They married at Stowmarket Register Office, then were driven to the reception 9 miles away at the Chamberlain Hall in the village of Bilston. She says, "The reception was brilliant and everyone was having a blast, but at 11 p.m. I felt really funny. I thought I was gonna wet myself and dash for the loo. But as I rushed off, water just gushed everywhere. I was gobsmacked. We joked all night about the baby arriving and suddenly it was. Everyone just stopped, no one knew what to do. But Rob and my family sprang into action and I was bundled into our car, which was still covered in ribbons. I was still wearing my wedding dress and mascara was running down my face. I can only imagine what I looked like. The nurses' faces said it all when I arrived at the hospital. It must have been quite a sight. I couldn't wait to be a wife and mother, but I hadn't expected it all the same day." Within hours of arriving at the hospital in Ipswich, the new bride gave birth to her son at 5:35 a.m. Abby says, "I thought it would take hours, but Freddie wasn't waiting for anyone. I didn't even have time to take my veil and tiara off. Freddie was born in the early hours of the next morning and he was just perfect. My little boy weighed a whopping 9 pounds 1 ounce. It was overwhelming, but such an amazing feeling to finally meet him." Now Freddie's 6 months old and Abby is settling into married life and motherhood. She says, "I wouldn't have had it any other way. Going into labor on our wedding day made it much more special. I joke with Rob that at least he won't forget our wedding anniversary." If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with someone who may find it interesting. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.